Like if I want 100 or I want 1,000,000, it would mean like 10 or 100 years to go. I couldn't live that long. I couldn't live that long.
I
So I
think
said there must be a different way. There must be a new way. I believe that. And I think at the core, I was so believing that life is meant to be fun and easy. So that's why it led me to discover the powerful path of spiritual, of understanding energy, how mind works, and you really using that for my own benefits.
welcome back to the Chill Mom Boss Show. And today I have Maii Vu with me. And if you are part of my community, you have probably seen that I was in a summit with her. She is the amazing founder behind Empowered Muse. She is the host of the popular podcast called Empowered Muse, which is like ranking #1 in Vietnam, top 10 in Singapore on how to. So you need to listen to this lady because her expertise is on harnessing your feminine energy and manifestation. So let's get started. Hi, Maii.
Hi, Michelle. Good to see you again. I'm so excited to share a lot with you and your audience today.
Yes. I know you. When I know you, I'm already know that you are this. I don't know. I just feel a connection with you, and every time you speak, I'm just like, you touches my soul. But I want to hear your story. How did you like become Maii today?
Well, if you know me 5 years ago, or even like 2 years ago before I started my business, it would be a completely different Maii. The Maii was so shy, never raised her voice, never shout out and declare what she wants, always rely on one like other people permissions and allowance for her to get to whatever she wants, like the money, the car, whatever, the bag, even like, oh, I need this money, can you buy it for me? I was that kind of girl, and I was comfortable with that kind of way of living until it couldn't work out anymore. The moment where I was in the deepest breakdown in my whole life, where I know that marriage is no longer the #1 goal and it's not the way out to the freedom, to the dream life, whatever woman used to think. I realized that it's only me on this journey by myself, and whatever I wanted to do next and have next, it's up to me. So do I want to continue living in this dependency, in this permission seeking and recognitions or like acknowledgement coming from external sources, or do I really want to provide everything for myself and having that fulfillment locked in and stayed with me and not with the circumstances, not with the job moving, not with environments, not with anyone else who love or doesn't love me? And I realized that I no longer wanted to be under that condition that, oh, I needed someone else to approve this dream for me to make it happen. I want to go out there and whatever I see in my heart, I can make it. I used to set goals because I was in that corporate world. You set goal every single year and always missed it. I'm sure a lot of women relate here, right? And I then I came to conclusion, no, don't want to set goal anymore because goal never happened. Now I realized that I was setting #1 the wrong goals, and #2 the wrong way to actually coming about my goal. And now I go back to saying I don't set goal anymore. I see my desire and I manifest it. And let me hold on here for a second, because a lot of women got triggered with the word manifestation. They think manifestation is some woo-woo stuff, like you're sitting on a meditation for the whole day and you're visualizing stuff and it's never worked. I want you to pause here because I was very practical. I was a brand and marketing manager for different 5-star hotel. I launched a lot of 5-star hotel resort in Vietnam. So I was as practical as you could see. And I wanted for you to know that manifestation is the way you breathe, the way you live right now. Whoever you are having, whatever you are experiencing, whatever the emotion that you're having, the level of money, the level of love and treatment, it coming from your own vibrations, and you invited it in through your own thinking channel. So when you know that, and you know that you manifested exactly what you are having right now, and you really own this, then if you don't like it, great. You can change it by changing your vibration, by changing your thinking thought, by changing your belief system. So when I discovered that secret, and I was like, oh, this is the gateway to freedom, because I get to, if I don't like this, okay, good. And I get to create whatever else I want. And then I go ahead and manifested it. Like first time was like 5x my income for the first year, for the second year in business. Then a car, a luxury car. I literally went the moment where I said, okay, universe, I don't want just a Toyota. I wanted to drive a luxury car where I feel safe, secure, supported. I don't have that I don't have that $100,000 to spend right now, but I would love to have it, bring it on and give me the best car you have. Literally the next day, 2 women came in, and out of nowhere tell them that one of them was selling a BMW, one of them was selling a Lexus at a very affordable range. They even told me, you can just put a deposit and you can pay the rest whenever. I was like, oh, great. And I took the Lexus. I was like, I know, whenever. Like, I took the Lexus and I took the Lexus and I was like, yeah, because she was like needing the money to buy a house, but she didn't buy a house at that time. She was like planning 1 or 2 years later. So like, if she buy a house in 1 or 2 years, then I have to pay her the money. But happily reported that I pay half of that already. Anyway, I took the Lexus because it was only $20,000 that they was offering. And I was like, yeah, that is how I manifest things. So I think we're gonna talk a lot more about this, and I really want to share with you that when you get to know how this works and tapping onto using this potential, you get to break through from any struggle and small progress, and really quantum leaping and get ahead of time. And I wanted to help you with that.
Wow. And okay, yeah. Well, I think that's amazing. So basically, you were in this situation where you're like, okay, this does not serve me anymore. This doesn't work anymore. So what else can help me reach the dream life?
Yeah.
Right? That I want. Yeah. And you discover using energy and manifestation. So, did you like know that you were like seeking this kind of knowledge, or how did that happen?
I think I remember the quote for Bill Gates, right? Like some sort of a lazy person always come up with a creative way to work. I always was labeled as a really I don't think it's lazy, but I wanted things to be easy and fun, and me too, right? I wanted it to be easy and fun, and whatever I was seeing at that time was hard and struggle and a lot of hard work and long time. I was like, if I wanted to earn that level of money, it would take me like 10 years. Literally my first goal when I started as a coach was I wanted to have my first 10K to bring my dad and mom to a Europe trip. And I never have that money in my entire life. I think in Vietnam, we didn't get paid really, really high, even though I was really like ranking a manager in the field. I never could save enough to have that money. And 10K was my dream. And when I realized that, no, actually I can have so much more. And like, if I want 100 or I want 1,000,000, it would mean like 10 or 100 years to go. I couldn't live that long. So I said there must be a different way. There must be a new way. I believe that. And I think at the core, I was so believing that life is meant to be fun and easy. So that's why it led me to discover the powerful path of spiritual, of understanding energy, how mind works, and you really using that for my own benefits.
Yeah, I find that sometimes, when you set the intention in your heart, you know that there must be a way. And sometimes, the universe shows you the way. Like sometimes I just feel like, I just don't know how I can figure this out. And then the next day, or, I happen to turn on something and someone said like the solution to it.
I know.
What? Was it just that? Exactly. That was exactly what I was looking for. Sometimes like, with program names and things like that, I'll be like, what should I call it? And then like, I hear people talking in the background, or like podcasts, or like, Clubhouse recently, it'll be like, oh, that is a great word. Why didn't I think of that before? I think like when you open your heart and the answer will come to you. So I love that about it. And so yes, you do nail, you know, what nail what nail something on the head or something. I'm not good at this. I don't even know what I'm trying.
What was it that you wanted to say?
You know, there's a proverb about how you nail something on the head.
I don't know.
You're
Let's do it.
Point. Yeah. Anyway, we're not good at it. Anyway, see, we're not perfect, right?
Yeah.
So anyway, so yeah, so I want to know, like, you know, you're saying like a lot of people say manifestation woo woo, and you how you share about your story about I just don't want a Toyota. I want something safe. I want something nicer, and then it happened, right? What exactly did you do? Do you just sit down? Do you visualize? Do you just randomly, you know, shout into the universe, I need something? So what happened? I want to know step by step because I need myself.
It would take a year to share that. Even like a client of mine working with me for 2 years already. She was like broke and didn't have the money, and she was only 22.
Right.
Into right now, just last month, like I think last 2 weeks alone, signed 7 clients, pay in full $1,000 package, and earning the kind of money that she never earned before. She didn't have a qualification and certification, so literally she's still working with me on that. But I think if I were to sum it up for our conversation right here, it would be around 3 things, and that would be a clear vision, and I've called it a heartfelt vision. So the vision, I don't say goals anymore. It's heart-led vision. So it means that the vision that was so true to your heart, that is not because you see Michelle have it, so you said it, or you see someone else have it, so you said it, or you see, oh, just on the book of Think and Grow Rich, he said it that he won 100,000 and he get it. My first year, I mentioned I did that, and it didn't happen. It didn't happen because I actually didn't need 100,000 at that time. But the second year, happily to report, it actually go beyond that mark, because I set the actual number that was so true to my heart. So heart-led vision was number one. The second thing was inspire actions. So when you have that heart-led vision, so maybe you can go into the meditation. I'm sure a lot of women are really good at that. Go into meditation, relax yourself, seeing whatever is yours within this vision. You're gonna start seeing the number popped up. You're gonna start seeing the image popped up. You're gonna start seeing the name popped up. But the second thing is always you have to start taking that first practical step to invite the vision in. So you can't just sit there and think about it and visualizing it and imagining it done and trying to feel good all the time and feel uplifting and joy. No, that is inhuman. That is robotic way of doing things, and you can't do that. I tried. I failed, so don't do this.
You can just and go reach, really, right?
No, you can't. And you are going to face a lot of hard feelings. Yeah.
Right.
So the first thing was to see the first step and to practical invite it in. So basically, if I see that I need 20,000 for my car, for example, then I will have to go practical. Okay, so now what would be the way to actually go about it? So if my coaching package is $5,000, so it means that I need 4 new clients, right? Easy. Or if my group coaching is 2005, then I'll need like about nearly eight of them signing up. Or if I have small program like $100, then 20,000 with like 2,500 people, right? So I don't go with that options, but I go with the first two, right? And then I go in and really see, okay, ask my heart again, like what would I do if I wanted to manifest in the easiest way? I always say in the easiest and effortless way. And it's pop up, either you go and have these 4 clients, or you go and launch these programs. It usually give me the answer, and I go and take that action. I go and start talking about this program, and I really want you to know I also have doubts and questions like, oh, is it gonna work? Is it gonna happen? Is it really true? Like, can I make it? Like 20,000 is something I never had. I never have 20,000 at all in my entire year on the first year of business, right? So 20,000 was something out of my reach, and I have started to have fear and doubt. And this is where I need the final elements of the equation, the unwavering faith. Unwavering faith is the knowing that whatever you see in your vision, it's already done up there in the quantum field. We always think that the time is linear, like yesterday happened, then today happened, then tomorrow happened, right? Like you have to be 10 year and 20 year and 30 year. But if you know the truth is time is an illusion, and you know that your 30 is already existing together with your 20, your 40 is already existing right now, and whatever you can see in that vision is already happening, maybe for your 30-year-old version or your 40-year-old version. She already have got it. You are just having a glimpse of she having it in your vision. If you know that this is true, this is going to happen no matter what. It's just about the timing of it be done. It means that it can be by your own planning, or it can be a month after, or it can be a year after. But if you know it's coming, you will have that certainty. And trust me, certainty and confidence are a significant role for you to manifest anything. So that is just a sum up of the equation. The heart-led vision, the inspire action, you have to take some sort of practical action, calling it in, planning by your own self, just not doing things that you know how to do. But then the third thing is unwavering faith, knowing that universe is going to co-create with you and giving you whatever you want, maybe not exactly how you wanted it. And that month, no, I didn't have 4 clients signing up for my private coaching, but I came up with this retreat online. It was $97, but I felt really strong to launch it. And one of the women was in there, and I just need one, right? One of the women was in there, and she bought 2 private intensive and whole private coaching, and it's worth nearly like 10,000. And then I launched my next program just to my private clients, and 5 of them bought it. So I think I made more than 20,000 at that month to really cater for these needs. But whatever you can plan of, you do it first. Universe would finish the rest for you with that unwavering faith.
Oh my God, that's lovely. Yeah, I think that's the key that most people are losing out. First of all, I mean, we know that, we need to take action, right? Okay, so we need to close, this many customers, so therefore we need this many leads. But at the end of the day, you can only plan as much, right?
Yeah.
So I love that, you need to feel it with your heart first. And it's not by ego and because someone else has it. And the toughest part, I would think for myself at least, was the unwavering faith.
Unwavering faith, yeah.
Do I just wait? When is this actually happening, right? So, okay, then I know, so I'm a believer in this because I think it had happened to me before. It's not like I'm conscious about it, but where we're living right now is where we wanted to move in since before COVID, like early last year. We really wanted to move into this building, but it was like nothing was available. The one that we wanted was way above our budget. And then sometime when the lockdown was easing, and there were and this one was open for rent, and we're like, and the price was ridiculously below what we expect. We are ready.
And this is how synchronicity fall out of your lap, because you putting a strong intention, you still take the action, right? Researching and checking the budget and budgeting it out. Like you literally put out a budget, right? And you have that knowing that I deserve this spot and I'm going to have it easy and efficient. I think one of the key thing I'm going to give away here is to have that strength in unwavering faith. You would understand this law of oneness that I usually talk about. Law of oneness is we are one. Like you, me, and the woman who are listening that's right now, it's not different. No, we are not different at all. Maybe we are at a different level in our own timeline. It's just that I give myself the permission to be here. And also I think Michelle gave herself the permission to be here and you haven't. That's all. That is the only difference. But we are similar. We have emotions, we have feelings, we have dreams, and we have hopes, and we have pains and problems. And we coming from the one source. That is the source, like just call it the divine source. And that source, I believe that you believe universe is abundant, right? You look at the trees, the oceans. If you don't believe me, like look at the tree, go out to the forest or go to the ocean, go to the river, see how abundant the water is. If everyone would be in front of the ocean and have their own buckets and take out the water from the oceans and bring it home, the ocean is still full. This is how abundant universe is. It is how money is. Like a lot of women just bring a very small bucket, and a lot of women being like a big container in a truck, right? And when you close your eye, you can see how much you are bringing your bucket, like how big or small it is, and you can start seeing how much are you in that abundant zone. Maybe your bucket is really small, and it's show me that you don't allow yourself to go really big or earning or receiving higher abundance. But anyway, the point here is universe is abundance. Look at tree and ocean. And if you trust that universe is abundant and you know that you're coming from the one source of universe, if universe is abundant, why cannot you be abundant?
Yeah, I love that. I think one of the biggest mindset shift for me, I attended this same mindset, money mindset course as well, a workshop, and it really opened up my eyes because, coming from a place of lack, I definitely have a scarcity mindset, throughout my entire life, which is hard to shake off. If, as much as, I felt like I'm changing for the past 2 years, but I'm still haven't fully. There will be times where I'm still kind of like, what if this happened? That scarcity mindset, the subconscious mind can come back to nag you that I know the universe is abundance, but it's not coming to me. There are those moments. And then there's some moments it's like, the world is amazing. Everything, like I have everything I need. But when I do think about coming from a place of gratefulness, like I'm not running out of money, and we're not running out of like source of water or food or anything. We are really truly in abundance right now, but there are still those nasty little moments that is like maybe, or what if this, what if that, and like, oh, what if I share, or what if, the scarcity mindset demon kind of like just come back to me once in a while. What would you say is like a good tip for us to like turn it around?
It's out of
No, that's not true.
I think it's so common, and I love that question so much because I do face that the same. I mean, the opposite of faith is fear, and we were taught to be afraid and to be fearful of the new things because our brain literally want us to be safe because that keep us surviving and keep us performing, right? And literally something new is not safe to them, and that is why they don't allow you to go there and to seeing how easy it can be. But I want you to know that safe doesn't mean happiness. Being safe doesn't bring you fulfillment. I'm sure it doesn't, because right now you are safe in your comfort zone. But is it fulfilling? No. If you are still listening to us and you are still right now looking for ways to answer your own struggles, I'm sure you are fighting one problem or another, and that is not a fulfilling way or not a happy or an easy way to live life, right? So the first thing was to acknowledge that to strengthen the faith, you have to start facing the fear, and fear was something that I trained a lot in my podcast in Part Muse. And the second thing that I would, so just check in, like if you have that voice is coming up, just seeing if that's fear, right? And knowing this fear coming from brain keep me safe, and safe is not happiness. And when you write down, put it in notes in front of you, safetyness doesn't mean happiness, then you actually got reminded that, yeah, it doesn't feel safe to leave and to have that next investment or to go and do that business or to talk in front of people. But safetyness, my current safetyness, is not my happiness. So I need to change things here. The second easy tip to get out of scarcity is really to change your own being. So scarcity or abundance, it's just the being of it. So it's just like water. When you look at water inside of your cup, it doesn't make you wet, true? And then, but only when you are being in the water, like you're soaking up in the stream of water on the ocean, then you get wet. So just the vision itself doesn't get you rich. You have to being rich to function from that being to get rich. So when you are in a scarcity, it means that you are being in lack instead of being in abundance. So just get yourself back to being abundant. How can you get back to being abundant? It's so easy. Number one, go out, have a walk into the jungle, or like look at the tree, or just counting the tree leaf for me. Like when you lost count and you see, oh, this is abundance. Just being in nature. Natural is abundance. Yeah. Or go into the ocean. I love swimming. Literally, I tell you this story before I finish off the second tips. It was Black Friday last time. I ran a sale. I was aiming for about 20 sales, and if 20 sales came through, it was small ticket, so it's gonna be $2,000 came
Yeah.
through. So I was happy with 2,000, just
Yeah.
something on the side. And the first day I launched, because I put it like 48 hours. So the first day I was launched, only 2 people bought it. I was like, oh my God, would it be happening? 20 people, it's going to be a wider dream. And I
Yeah.
said, no, I don't believe this. I really see that this class is going to change life. It's going to have people change lives so much. Tomorrow I wake up early, 6:30. I went to swimming on the beach. And that beach, the pool was actually the beach pool. So literally, it's by the rock. It's on the beach
Nice.
itself. It's
Yeah.
free. Michelle, it's free. Like Sydney is so amazing. It's so abundant.
I just
It's
love to
free.
by the sea
I
beaches. Yeah.
know. Yeah, and the way to walk through it was through a reserve park. So it's literally inside of the forest. Not forest, but it's inside the nature.
Yeah.
I heard when I came back, I heard a bird singing, and I saw that beautiful small little bluebirds that no one else see. My mom came with me 3 times, never seen her. And I was like, thank you for showing up and showing me how abundant, like everything I need is here. The tree, the pool, the oceans. This is beautiful. You know what? When I opened my account, more than 30 sales came through and made $5,000 on that day.
Oh my God. So okay, guys, any lesson that you learn here, open card, go have a walk.
Oh,
And
but
if
you still have to
you see me
you
like
still have to
counting leaves, you know that Michelle is trying to get back to abundance. Not kidding. I mean, like kidding aside, right? I think this is such a beautiful story, and
yeah.
you're right. Just let it's already out there, right? It's out of your hand, right? To think about it practically, is that you've already opened card, you've already done all you can.
Yeah.
What can you do while instead of just sitting at home and just worrying? Just go and enjoy your
Have
life. Like,
fun.
yeah, go
Yeah.
walk to this reserve and see the beautiful bird. And
Yeah.
I absolutely love that story.
The
Thank you.
second, the sec, I think I just finished the second tip
Yeah,
because
the second. Yep, yep,
in
yep.
yeah, the second tip was I always mantra like I have done my best, universe, please finish the rest. I play it every single time. I've done my best, universe, please finish the rest. And it was when I
Sorry, can I
manifest.
just stop you there? When you say when you play all the time, meaning like you have a recorder that says it back to you, or
I
you?
rem I say it in out loud. I say it in my
Oh,
mind. I walk every single step I walk. I say it in
oh,
my own mind because you know,
uh,
like the power of belief, right? You
yeah,
believe that you are scarcity, which is a mindset, and mindset
yeah,
got built by a certain belief.
yeah.
Belief got built by
You need to
repeated
counter that
thoughts.
belief,
Yeah. So and
right?
you can't remove the thoughts by fighting it. You can't. You just pour more energy into it, and the way to remove a thought was to replace it with a powerful thought. So when I know that secret, I just replace it with a powerful thought that okay, I universe will finish for me. I have done my best.
Yeah.
I lay the rest for universe. That have been my mantra to successfully launch a lot of programs. My first class ever, I have 21 women. At that time, I only have about 200 women following me. So 21 women was a
That's ten
lot.
percent. That's more than
I
10.
know.
Slightly more than 10. It's amazing. That's
It's
great.
amazing. And I hit my first 10K month when I only have about 350 followers. So success doesn't wait for like big number of followers or audiences or time. You can have it right now.
Oh, I was just going to ask you what is the last message that you're going to leave for our student. It's as if like I knew I put it in my heart that I was going to ask that and you answer. That's how it was.
Oh, amazing.
Amazing. Yeah, I was just gonna like, okay, so let's wrap it up. What would be the last advice that you have for our student? And then you just say it.
Yeah,
Okay,
how
can we just
beautiful.
repeat that just so that people hear that clearly?
Yeah, I think I would just articulate that point even a
Yeah,
little bit more.
yeah,
I think we were always conditioned and programmed to feel like success needs hard work and money is you need to work hard to earn a lot of money. And the truth of the matter is not. And woman, we have this powerful creator power. No one else can give birth but yourself. Like, see if any man on this planet can give birth, no. And the ability to give birth was the ability to give birth to your own new incredible self. I remember on the day I gave birth to my baby, I promised myself that I would give birth to my new life. So when you wanted to, and I think the acts that we have, the periods every single month was also like releasing and recreating you hold that power, and we were taught to use masculine and hardworking and setting goals or hustle, hustle, hustle. It was necessary for a certain point, but to get further and not feeling burnt out and exhausting, you have to start using your feminine co-creation or attraction power that is in your womb, that is inside of you. And that is how I teach women, like tapping onto that and just use that, because when you know how to use this, life becomes so easy and effortless. Whatever you dream of, you can have. It's not a cliche to say to make you believe me. Is what I am living right now. I really wanted to share more with you in the coming up events that I'm having. But
Yeah.
yeah, I'm always wanted to show you that, like by me leaving it and sharing the story, to show you, yeah, I have done it, and a lot of my clients have done it. One of the women I coach, she was earning $300 when she came to me, and she signed up. And my rate at that time was, I think she paid $2,000 a month, 3 months. So she had to manifest money every 2 weeks. So the first week we came up the money for her. The second week we came up for the whole package. After 2 months, she tripled her income. And after 6 months working with me, she 10x her income. So right now, earning $3,000 per month is her new normal.
Okay.
And it's only happened within 6 months.
Yeah. Whatever you're dreaming of, you can have. So where can our students find you? I know by now they're like, okay, I need to get in touch with Maii. Where can they find out more about you?
Sure.
Yeah,
And you can learn more about, yeah, you can learn more
you
about
have this
this.
training coming out.
Yes, I'm so excited because every single year I only launch twice. I call it a manifestation week, where I go in there 5 days. You are getting my actual training on mindset, on energy, on unwavering faith is one of the pillars that I train there a lot, to really get used and tap onto this potential. So you guys can go ahead and sign up right now at maivucoaching.com/challenge. So it's MAIIVU coaching.com/challenge, and I'm sure I'm going to give Michelle the link, or you can actually check out in my group Empowered Muse Tribe on IG at empowered.muse. But the best way is to be around me. I don't know when. I think exactly it's going to be early end of June or early July. But just be around and stay out for this, because it's a really powerful manifestation challenge that none like any other. It's no woo-woo stuff, practical. It's, you can see yourself shifting and gaining so much and growing so much throughout this time. This is why I've launched it 2 times, and a lot of women have joined it again and again. Even though they are my private clients, they are my students, they join because they know when they join my energy, they transform.
Nice. Yes. So manifestation or goal setting, you still need to take action. Step number 2,
Yeah.
yeah, remember. So make that step number 2, go connected with Maii, follow her. So whenever she decided to do a challenge that can help you get to your goal, or not goal, your vision,
Manifest your vision.
then go follow Maii. With that, thank you so much for joining us. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.
Thank you, Michelle. Bye.